Hello, my name is Sirrano Keith Baldeo, and I'm running for the 10th District in Dallas 2019. I wanted to take this opportunity to speak to the black community. The reason why I want to do that is because I started a newspaper 12 years ago specifically because the black community in that city did not have a voice. Everybody else had a voice, except the black community. There was a young man who was killed, run over by an off-duty police officer and took off. They brought him in and they fined him $50 and sent him home. I was having none of that. I used the full force of my newspaper to go after that officer. I went to the council meeting and I called out the NAACP and the black leadership that's always there trying to get what they need to get. But when it comes time to speaking up for the dead kid, his mother called to me because she was getting nowhere. I am the to-go person in that city because people know when you call me and I show up, I want answers. And I publish it if they try to block me. So I went to the mother, she's crying on my shoulder, her son is dead, nobody's doing anything. I went to the council meeting, ripped into everybody, ripped into the senator, prosecutor, police chief, everybody. $50, killed a black man. So eventually I went to the courthouse every single day, the courthouse, the judges, I went after them. They upgraded the charge after about a month and a half of me pestering them, and he got 6 years in jail. Yeah, I get credit for that. Recently there was a young black man who was in custody of police, and he did a live feed. They didn't think he was doing a live feed in a video. Cops were trying to corner this guy in the police station. He went looking for help. The brother called me, the sister called me, please do something. The council members, 4 black council members are on the board, right, on the council, and they won't do anything. They just, okay, I was sorry. So I did it. I went through it. I took the video and I went through it, and basically they killed this man because he's saying the cops are going to kill me. They find me, they're going to kill me. If this camera goes off, they're going to kill me. In 2 hours, I'm going to be dead because they thought I ratted on them to the FBI because 4 of them was arrested. Two hours later, he showed up dead at midnight in the hospital. They said meningitis, but the video didn't lie. He's confessing. He was telling us he was going to kill him. I did that video for those people in that city, even though I'm in Dallas now. 60,000 views. You know why? Because they trust me. They trust that I would always tell the truth, even if it's against the cops, even if it's against the prosecutor, the judges, anybody, even against the liars in the churches. I would tell the truth. And now I'm in Dallas, and I tell you, I see the crimes that the black community is suffering. I see the dilapidation. I see the neglect from this Councilman Adam McGough. You should remember his name, because I don't want you to vote for it. I want you to remember my name. I'm first and number 1 on the ballot. And I want you to vote for me because I make sure that there's minority issues are listened to. At the council meeting, this councilman was on the dais when the black community there was almost like a riot in the council chamber. The black community wanted to be heard. They didn't want them to be heard. The mayor walked out. The mayor endorsed McGough, walked out on the black community. And finally, when the black community wanted to be heard, and that very same day in the protest in the council chamber, Councilman McGough rewarded with the discussion was about the white cop killing a black man. The very day he pushed for a vote for $16 million to this very same police department and killed a black man. Now he's trying to make you believe he cares about you. He doesn't care about you. He's got talking points to get reelected. That's what he's got. He pushed a curfew. But the black and Hispanic community said it's only targeting us. He didn't care. He was fighting to lay it on the black community. Didn't care. Councilman Felder went after him. Nope, we're keeping it. So right now, if you're a minority kid, they get in the system. You know how you take pedophiles and you put them into you record them and you register them? Your kids now have to be registered if they catch them outside. That's what's going to happen. And so I went to the microphone and I asked him to give $1 million back to the black community. See, if I'm a councilman, these things are going to happen. Nope, didn't want to do it, didn't care. Confederate monuments. They begged him in that council chamber, and he did it anyway. Curfew, begged him, did it anyway. The cops killing a black man, didn't care. These are not his issues. These are not the things he cares about. He's got good talking points about it though. But if you want representation in the black community, you go to him. You got nothing because he already voted for the Confederacy. Doesn't listen to you. But he voted for curfew. That's against you. But he voted for money for rewarding the cops after they kill a black man. That's not about you. That's about him. But we got to get rid of the racism that exists in City Hall. You are segregated from Lake Highlands. Lake Highlands are getting the money, the investment. His headquarters is there now. Everything he's doing is taking his head and putting it down like an ostrich in Lake Highlands where he lives. It's all for them. League of Women Voters, the white votes, that's what he wants. The 100 white women, whatever, that's what he wants. So I come to you to ask you for your vote to unseat him and to remove him. The racism is going to continue. It's going to keep going if you don't take action now. You have about a week on April 22nd to get to the poll and get rid of him. Because he's never represented you, and he never will. I have, and I always will. Him is segregation and division. Even the woman, the black woman, division. She's run by the progressives and the socialists. She's not running on the black issue. She doesn't care. But I am. I'm running on a minority issue. I'm running on an issue of diversity. I want to do multicultural events in this community. Multicultural parades, festivals, so we can learn about one another, we can help one another. We can, and when I get to City Hall, I want to make sure the money, when it comes down to the 10th district, it doesn't all go to Lake Highlands. I want to take that money and spread it out. I want investment in all the community. This community is becoming more dangerous. I didn't say that. Department of Justice said, look around. Ask the chief of police. She said, look around you. Just look around. If you think it's getting better, look around you. It's not. You in the black community are being neglected. There's no investment coming for you. There is no money. There is no rebuilding. Come up to Lake Highlands. You'll see all the Skillman. You'll see all the brand new buildings that has gone up. Go up a little bit on Lake 635. Everything is being built over there. But in the black community, nothing. Churches. I went to the churches. Very disappointing that the pastor of New Mount Zion has chose to go and endorse them. Shortly after that, he voted for the monument. Shortly after that, he voted for the Confederacy. I called a pastor in New Jersey and he said, did you tell, who was a friend of mine, did you tell them about this? Because we would have been protesting him in a second to get rid of him. But we don't need to protest. I need you to share this video. I need you to tell people that you're being neglected and you'll continue to be neglected. The black community will have no voice in the 10th district if he comes back. You don't have it now. He was against you. He will always be against you. But it's election season and his talking points will come out. I want to bring people together. I want to do this. No, this is election season talk. I represent you. And I represent you well. With the kind of power that I get being elected. The kind of administrative power from the city. I can bring money to this community and spread it out to all the communities. Hispanics, blacks, Asians, whatever. It's not going to go to Lake Highlands where he's got it. He's good over there. But he's not good over here. It's election season. Look around you. Look at the crime. Look at the robberies. Look at the break-ins. Look at the car thefts. Look at the burglaries. Look at the businesses leaving. And wait till you see what's going to happen over there with all those fast food places on Forest. They're going to go down. They're going to leave. And soon, you're going to leave too. They're going to build one more thing I want to say. There is the Real Estate Alliance or group that I had a conversation with them. And I said, they want to build, but every time they build these structures, property taxes and rent goes up. Who pays for that the most? The minority community, the black community. You won't be able to afford your mortgage or your rent. But all the people that's investing in him are building all these complexes, townhouses. It's already happened across 635, it was in the news. They build this massive property, town hall. People across the street that have homes, property taxes skyrocketed. They gotta leave. You're gonna get to leave soon too, if we don't get rid of him. So I'm looking to unseat him. I'm looking for your help. If you don't vote, he wins. Because his group that wants the monument, doesn't want you, wants the curfew, doesn't want black kids, they said in their neighborhood, that's why you got the curfew, they're gonna win. So share this with your friends and family. Go and vote on April 22nd and get me there so I can stop this. So Sirrano, thanks for watching. I'm on place 1 in the ballot. I'm bye for now.
I remember there was a young black man that was hit by a police officer and left for dead. And I went after the city council. The senator who sat there was the BA. And until I got involved, they did nothing. I went after the prosecutor, and then they actually raised it. So before I got into I'm going to talk about my budget stuff, but here's what I think happened, just my opinion. I think this officer lives downstairs. She was pissed off. There was a history of a noise problem because I had it here. Many times I wanted to go upstairs, and my wife said, don't. And I think she came home. There was a noise issue between her and this guy. She went up there with the intent to confront him. There was no jar in Dallas. It's scary here. And I think she knocked on the door, angry because of the noise, and he opened up. She confronted him, and it went where it went. That's what I think happened, and that's what needs to be looked into. That's intent when you went up there for that, because she's downstairs, he's upstairs. So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in. I didn't think I was going to get involved in this today. But this is the size of your budget, your city government. You have the money. You don't have to go after taxpayers. And it's right. You went after the black community when you tacked on another $16 million to pay for officers. And you haven't yet fixed that relationships between officers and the money he's taking the extra $16 million from them to pay those officers. I confronted him with this, and I said the mayor slammed him at a meeting in my district, and he took the mic away from me. Well, he had the officer take it. You don't do that. You don't know my newspaper, and he's going to learn the hard way not to do that. So it's the Dallas Pulse News. My email address is dallaspulse@gmail.com. You can contact me.
I'm a mother, and a few feet from my child, I got that pepper gas. Do you know how it feels for your child to watch you hurt, choking on the ground? Do you know what that means? Do you know what it means to tell your 6-year-old that there's no hope? You guys sit high and you look low as if we are nothing. But the problem is we are people. Do you understand that if you keep pushing someone in the corner, they are eventually going to fight out? We outnumber you guys. We do. And no matter what you say, you might have the power and you might tell us that we are minorities, but the reality is it's more of us than it are you.
Because we have too much apathy going on. And just like we was talking about as far as voting, we are getting voting drives going on because we have to know the best way, just like we're trying to do in November, to get rid of the people who seem like they are not taking their job seriously, is to replace them with others that will. So the intervention is starting. So I would like to hope that you all are going to take this serious. Yes, we do need a police citizen review board. We need to curtail the police because the police have made it plain that, hey, if we're right, if you're white, you're right. If you're black, we'll put you flat on your back. And we're not going to live that way. We shouldn't have to live that way.
Thank you, Mr. Ruff.